What's up, Trek Nation, and welcome back to After the Snap. It's me, Tasha Pierce, bringing you what I think about Episode 6 of Star Trek Picard's third season. This one is entitled Bounty. From publicity photos, we know we'll finally be catching up with Geordi LaForge, but there have also been hints we'll make it to Daystrom Station. In Picard Episode 5, we learned that a sophisticated AI guards Daystrom, and Worf and Raffi were given a key to get around it. That brings the question, what is the AI, and what could potentially bypass it? For months we've known this season of Picard would bring back two of the TNG crew's most cunning villains, Moriarty and Lore. With those cats out of the bag, it's only logical to assume one of these AIs is the safety and the other is the bypass. The question then becomes which is which. If you'd like to hear my theory and potential spoiler, let's go. The last time we saw Moriarty was in the TNG episode Ship in a Bottle. In that episode, Moriarty tricked Picard, Data, and Geordi into believing he could leave the holodeck. In reality, he created a simulation of the Enterprise within the holodeck. Really evil genius type shit. Of course, Geordi programmed this version of Sherlock Holmes' arch enemy to truly challenge Data. As we know, Data is no slouch. He possesses an advanced positronic brain that allows him to process vast amounts of information at incredible speeds, making him an expert in numerous fields, including science, engineering, mathematics, linguistics, and music. He has an almost perfect memory and is able to analyze complex situations and problems with great accuracy. Moriarty needed to be pretty darn formidable to give Data an intellectual workout. Due to a programming error, Moriarty became self-aware and wanted the F out of this imaginary world, hence the deception of the crew of the Enterprise. Eventually, Data uncovered the scam and Picard duped Moriarty into believing he won. They put him and the love of his holographic life in a shuttle to live out their lives together on a nearby planet. Except he was really just placed in a holographic simulation because what the fuck, Moriarty? You're a hologram. You can't live in the real world. As for Data's big brother Lore, well, his ending wasn't as upbeat, however manufactured, as Moriarty's. So all that stuff I said about Data earlier, it all applies to Lore. But Lore has the added bonus of a human range of emotions with absolutely no life experience to contextualize them. Yay! So Lore is what we would call a sociopath if he were human. Since he's an android, he's just called evil. Now the last time we saw him was in Season 7 of TNG. It was the one in which Lore becomes the charismatic Lord Savior of a disconnected, independent Borg collective and manipulates Data into becoming his prophet to bring about a megalomaniacal plan to destroy the Federation and bring about a synth utopia. Apocalypse, everyone. Lore was controlling Data by going all cult leader and giving him hits of emotions like a drug, which made him highly suggestible until Geordi and Picard devised a way to reset his ethical subroutines. Now the big cult ceremony was supposed to be a human sacrifice. Lore tells Data to kill Picard, but he can't. So Lore decides to kill Data. Chaos ensues and Data ends up shooting his brother and then brutally murdering, well, he deactivated him. Lore's last words were, "I love you, brother," which is really sad because I'm not sure if he meant it or if it was a final try to manipulate Data. So apparently, Lore was then disassembled and stored at Daystrom Station. So here come all of my hypotheticals. Lore was being stored at Daystrom Station, where Bruce Maddox was working. Remember him? He's the fella from Measure of a Man who wanted to take possession of Data and reverse engineer it before Picard gave a rousing defense of Data's sentience. Maddox lost his bid to use Data as a guinea pig, but it didn't stop his research. He went on to partner with Dr. Geordi and create some flesh and blood synth sisters from a single neuron from Data's remains after Nemesis. So let's put two and two together. Maddox wanted to reverse engineer a Soong-type android. Hey, look, there's a big-ass box of Soong-type android. Do we really believe he didn't attempt to reassemble Lore? If he didn't, you can bet someone did. Guess which other Soong-type android is there at Daystrom? B4, with his partial Data memories. So, for the sake of discussion, let's say someone reassembled Lore. That someone also fixed some of the malignancies in his emotional subroutines. When Lore regains consciousness, he asks about his brother. He really did love him, and he meant that when he was saying that with his dying breath. He's told, oh, your brother has passed away, but hey, some of his memories were stored in B4's positronic net. Would you like for me to revive B4? And Lore's like, B what? No, just give me data. And then that someone gives Lore those memories, all that is left of his baby brother. And when Lore experiences those memories, he begins to see and feel what Data experienced throughout his lifetime, including the love for Starfleet and all his friends. I could go on, but long story short, is it possible Lore is reformed? Now, if you're with me so far, then you know where I'm going. Lore is guarding Daystrom. He's the sophisticated AI. So logic would dictate that Moriarty is the bypass. He never ran into Lore on TNG, but he was built to beat Baby Bro. So if the changelings have already stolen stuff from Daystrom, and my theory is correct, Moriarty has already beaten Lore once, which would make him far more vigilant. And when Picard and the gang attempt to use that program to beat him again, I'm sure he'll be ready to defeat it. And them. Let me know what you think of my latest harebrained theory. Do you have other ideas about the sophisticated AI on Daystrom? Let me know in the comments, and while you're there, please smash the like button. If you haven't yet done so, consider subscribing with your notifications in the on position so you'll never miss an upload or a live stream. And if you'd like to offer more support to the channel, slide me a super thanks, or maybe join the channel, like these fine folks. That's it, that's all for this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Live long and prosper. Peace.